that. If this here rocks to y'all, then you that. Whatever she said, then I'm that. If this here rocks to y'all, then you that.
Hey, what up, YouTube? This is Major G. It has just been brought to my attention that the Fantastic Beasts 2 trailer has come out today. So I'm definitely interested in checking this out. I actually just rewatched the Harry Potter series with my girl last week, I think, and we didn't rewatch Fantastic Beasts, but I did see it when it came out in the movies, and I think we've seen it. Since that time, I've seen it, I think, 2 more times. And it was actually a very enjoyable movie. Definitely love Eddie Redmayne as oh my god, I can't remember the guy's name, but the author of the book Fantastic Beasts and How to Find Them from the Harry Potter series. Newt, that's his name, Newt. So it was definitely something I'd been looking forward to, Fantastic Beasts, because I've always ever since I saw the first Harry Potter movie, I was definitely interested in the Harry Potter world. And not just in the world of Hogwarts itself, just the entire magical world versus Muggles and was it normies or non-mages? I think, as they call them in the U.S. And I think that interest actually started with Quidditch World Cup, which is a game that came out for PlayStation 2, it was a game that came out for PS2, PC, and I believe it was the original Xbox. No, not the original Xbox. Xbox 360, maybe? No, 360. Yeah, 360. Xbox 360 was the time of PS2. No, I have a 360 there. That is the same time as PS3. Yeah, okay. So no, that's the Xbox. So it was Xbox 360. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I can't remember. I think it was the original Xbox. But no matter. So Quidditch World Cup was actually probably one of the first forays outside of Hogwarts itself. And that's outside of the books, I mean, because J.K. Rowling has been writing some of the books, such as Tales of Beetle the Bard. I know she turned into a real thing. Let's see, there's a couple more books I can't think of off the top of my head. But in terms of the official releases, that's one of the first ones. There was also, of course, there's also Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans from Jelly Belly. They turned the Harry Potter brand into a real thing. And so, yeah, that was one of my first. And I love that game so much because not only do you play as the Hogwarts Quidditch team, or as any of the 4 Hogwarts Quidditch teams, you can also play as teams around the world. And ever since then, I was extremely interested in seeing what the other magical worlds were like, because in that particular game, they had teams from Japan, Australia, the U.S., I want to say Norway. They had England, of course. They didn't have the Irish, which I was very disappointed about because if you've read the Harry Potter books, the Irish won the Quidditch World Cup in the Goblet of Fire. And they have, of course, the Bulgarian team with Victor Strom. So yeah, definitely interested in seeing more of this. I'm wondering if they're going back to England, because I see something here about Grindelwald, and Grindelwald was, now that I've rewatched the Harry Potter flicks, uh, Grindelwald was one of the owners of the Elder Wand. I think that's the one that Dumbledore took the Elder Wand from, um, and I want to say there was, maybe I might be thinking of the wrong person, but I think him and Dumbledore might have been best friends when they were children, and possibly lovers in some in some circles. They say, I believe it's been said that they were also lovers. If this is also the person I'm thinking of, so yeah, let's go ahead and get on with this. I've chatted long enough. So yeah, here we go. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. There we go. I think that's Hogwarts. After all these years, we're back at Hogwarts. In the past.
I have some questions for you, Professor.
This is a surprise.
There's a rumor that Newt Scamander is headed to Paris.
Commander, yes. Ooh, we're going to France. Please tell me we're
I
going,
know
yeah,
he's
going
working
to
under
France.
your orders. What do you have to say for yourself, Dumbledore?
Nice. Wait, is that Jude
Never had
Law?
the pleasure to teach him. You'd know Newt is not a great follower of orders.
The time's coming, Newt. When you're gonna have to pick a side.
Oh, cool, she's back. He's back!
Are you going somewhere? No, we're going somewhere. Jeez.
I agree with that reaction. I think those are
I
Thestrals.
can't move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
Okay, that was cool. Um, okay, I didn't realize Jude Law was going to be Dumbledore, and we got Johnny Depp as Grindelwald. Um, very big surprises. So that's interesting. I don't think I ever realized that Dumbledore and Newt Scamander knew each other. Though it is entirely possible. It's not something that would be impossible, because Dumbledore is in fact was an old man, and very old, over a century, over. I always got the feeling he was hundreds of years old. I don't remember if they ever said his age, but he's going to be a young man in this, younger man, and yeah. So this is, I mean, if we're talking about Grindelwald, and Grindelwald's going to be the villain, this might be the story of how Dumbledore got the Elder Wand, because Dumbledore is supposed to get the Elder Wand from Grindelwald. And it is cool to kind of bring Dumbledore back, because, we all love Dumbledore. He's, great, Mr. Feeney-ish character. I think that's the character I kind of likened him to. My girl and I were talking the other day, and we were talking about his relationship with Harry, and and she suggested that he was kind of like a teacher, and I was like, oh, so he was like a family, but not really, just kind of an advisor figure. And so, of course, me naturally, pop culture setting, immediately goes, oh, he's Mr. Feeney. So yeah, so he's so Dumbledore was, Harry's Mr. Feeney. And it's cool to kind of know a little bit more about Dumbledore's past officially. There's a fan movie about Dumbledore's past that my friend made, that was about Dumbledore and I forgot. I can't remember the name of the movie that he made. But he's the same guy who made Snape and he's the same guy who made the Snape and the Marauders fan film. He also came out with a movie about Dumbledore, and I can't remember exactly what it's called. But yeah, it's definitely cool to see just more in the worlds. I mean, we're going to go see France, which is great. As I always wanted. So this is kind of the franchise I was hoping for with Harry Potter, would be, just seeing the wizarding world, experiencing the wizarding world, because we got a taste of it in Harry Potter with Goblet of Fire when we met the French, and I just remembered something. I think that's the same. I think that's the same kind of carriage they used that the French used, but the French had horses. I think those were Thestrals. All right. Yeah, I think those are Thestrals in this movie, and the French had Pegasi or something, or hippogriffs. I think hippogriffs also are horses with wings. But yeah, so where was I going with this? Anyway, yes. So I'm very, very enthusiastic about this trailer. I'm very enthusiastic about it. I can't wait to see more. I can't wait for it to come out. And that was in November, I think it said it was coming out. So that's a long kind of, it's November 16th. So that's a long time to wait for this film to come out, which is going to be kind of sad, but I have to hold it together somehow. In that time, we'll just have trailers. So until next time, so how did you guys feel about it? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Are you happy with the casting? Are you happy with are you looking forward to seeing some of these other characters like I mentioned? Do any of you want to see the world of Harry Potter, not just Hogwarts, but the entire wizarding world? Just want more exposure to it, like me. Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time, be excellent to one another, and party on, dudes. Woody Harrelson. Yep, there's Donald Glover. Oh my God, is that Emilia Clarke?